Hello friends, this is Gagan and this video is about Zoomcar and Myles car. If you are not knowing already, Zoomcar and Myles car are two companies which give self-driving car which gives their car to you and you can drive them on your own. I will be explaining in this video why I prefer Zoomcar and why I prefer Miles at times, what are advantages with both and which one you should go for if you are driving or if you are doing self-driving for first time. The first basic difference Zoomcar and Miles car gives you is that Zoomcar do not gives you unlimited kilometer while the Miles give you unlimited kilometer. Miles is actually owned by Cars on Rent, so you might know Miles in that name also. So Zoomcar gives you free fuel, actually not the free, they include the fuel cost in the rental cost itself, but the Miles give you just the car on the rental of the car itself and the insurance car plus insurance, and they give you the car, they do not include the fuel in them. Though recently Miles started including the fuel for the cars booking which is less than of 24 hours, but Zoom is still the one which is solely giving the fuel to you in the cost and give you for a limited kilometers. Now let's start with the complete process. Both the Zoom and Miles are completely based on the website and app. You can do booking from both websites and app. While Zoomcar is more convenient, their application is more developed. Miles is actually lagging in both website and application. They do not have that feel good factor in the application or even in the website. Zoomcar has that. Now comes to the next thing, what things you need for to drive a Zoom car. You need to have a valid driving license. To drive some luxury cars of the Zoom car like Mercedes ZLA or C class, you need to be at least 24-year-old. While on the other hand, to drive any of the Miles car, you need to be of 23-year-old. For the Miles Nano, you can drive it on just 18-year age, but to drive all the other car of Miles, you need to be of 23-year-olds. Zoomcar just act a driving license, which basically you get on the 18-year-old. So somehow Zoomcar is convenient here for those young guys who are not having age of 24 yet or 23 yet. So now the next thing, if you have the age, you have the driving license, you are good to go. But now coming on, what are the charges included? So Miles charge you on the daily basis, that how many days you want to use, and Zoom charges on how many hours you want to do, plus how many kilometers you have to do. There are three sections in Zooms for each hour. Suppose you want car for only 4 hours, so you can either get 20 kilometers or 40 kilometers or 60 kilometers. They have the option to choose between them. They will charge a particular cost for every hour segment. They call it Zoom Lite, Zoom XL, and well, I don't remember the name of third one. So there are three segments. You can choose the Zoom XL if you want to go long kilometers in shorter time, and that depends on completely on you. In Miles, there is no restriction on kilometer. Pay the rental of the day, fill the fuel, and go how many kilometers you want to go in that particular time. Now, what happens? What extra cost they ask? Okay, so both the Zoom and Miles car ask a security of 5,000 rupees. Zoom, however, exempt the security or exclude the security, or just waive off the security if you are their loyal customer, or if you have done 2 to 3 bookings, they just waive off security for you. Well, there is no such rule in Miles. They do not waive your security. When we talk about security, something that is Zoom is convenient at, that they refund your security almost immediately. They do it that in within 1 hour, when you submit the car back to them. But on the other hand, Miles take up to 10 days, and I have literally booked 2 times. I have driven Miles 2 times, and they took almost 10 days to refund the security, while Zoom can do it in like within 1 hour, within 2 hours. The maximum they took in my case was 24 or 25 hours. So here the Zoom car is convenient. They refund your security instantly, and after 2 to 3 booking, they don't even charge the security amount from you. Now the next thing, what types of car you get? Well, Zoom car has a lot of option. Even the Miles has a lot of option. But what I have seen, that Zoom car almost all the time keep the base model of any of the car. So here's the Honda Jazz, and this is the Honda Jazz S variant. So this is almost near to the base variant. They do not have the top end variant, which are obviously SV, V or VX. They do not keep that. They keep the base variants. While on the other hand, a Miles car usually tend to have near to the base variant. They have the second highest variant, or the second even the highest variant or the top of the line variant. So that's a good thing from Miles, but the conditions of Miles car usually not that good. I don't know why. Zoom cars keep their car new and clean, and I have seen that most of the times. But anyway, both of them keep the diesel car, apart from a few cars which are either automatic or something like that. They are petrol cars. Most of the diesel car tend to lose that feel of car after a few kilometers, like 60 to 80,000 kilometers. Talking about the location, Zoomcar is actually less active than Miles, which I feel, but now they are catching up, and almost they are present in almost all the big cities, tier 1 and tier 2 cities. So no issues in location with both the Zoom and Miles. Process of booking and getting car is almost digital in Zoom. You do not need to do any kind of signature or paperwork, while in Miles you still need to do a bit of paperwork, but I don't think so that count much. Again, coming back to or revising the whole video, you get, I feel the Zoomcar is way better because of their feel good factor in their website or the application or the booking process, their instant booking refund, security refund, or their waiving of the security, their feature of waiving of the security, or their credit giving facility. They give the credits if you are driving more and more with them. They might give you free rides. Then why I prefer Miles is when I have to, suppose I have to go 3 to 400 kilometers with just a kilometer with just a time of 10 to 15 hours. Zoom do not give me that much kilometers, but Miles do give. One point I would like to give here: you can actually drive Zoom car extra than what you have asked for it. Like if you have got 200 kilometers, you can drive it 220, 250. There's no problem, but the excess kilometer will be charged according to that, and that cost is a bit higher. The excess kilometer charge is a bit higher, so it's always preferred to go to the Miles if you are driving for a long stretch in less time. Both the car companies cover the insurance, so if you hit the car, they only charge 5,000 security deposits from you, and they cover the rest in the insurance. Rest of the rules remain same for both Zoom and Miles, and this is the reason why whenever I want to go long, I go with Miles. Whenever I want to do good rides or short rides, or I want to feel relaxed and I don't want much of hassle, I go with Zoom car. I hope you like this video, and if you have any doubts, ask in comment section below. I'll answer as soon as possible.